Hey, it's Duffy Jones from DVM Success, and today I want to do another article review. It's a pretty interesting article from the AVMA. A little bit scary, but I think it's worth going through. So basically, the AVMA came out just a couple days ago with this article that basically says there's a lot of economic headwinds that could impact us, according to this economist. And so as we kind of scan through the article, the headwinds that they're talking about is basically we are no longer seeing the caseload that we used to see. And we've seen that. We've seen volume falls. People aren't coming in. They had an article that we reviewed before about kind of people putting off wellness care, other things like that. So this is a real thing that's going on, that the growth that we saw during the pandemic is starting to really slow. We are still better off than we were in 2020 pre-pandemic, but we don't know really which way this is going to go because there's a lot of things out in the world that are really affecting kind of our overall economy. So when we think about that, we've got wars in the Middle East. We've got incredibly high interest rates. These interest rates went from 2.5% in July of 2022 to 5.5% in 23, which is a lot, which is a huge jump, and a lot of private equity and so corporate-owned practices really are feeling the pressure of that really great jump in interest rates. Our gross domestic product, which is an indication of kind of what we think the economy is going to do next year, is slowing down. So that means disposable income is going away. The economy is overall slowing, which is going to have an effect on what people can pay for our services. And so the other big thing that really is interesting, and I talked a little bit about this, and I think this is something that we really need to kind of watch in the future, is the housing market. Now, it sounds crazy to think about how does our veterinary medicine go with housing market, but there's a pretty strong link because when you have a house, you have a pet. If you don't have a house, it's harder to have a pet. And what we're seeing is millennials are having a very, very difficult time buying houses. They're our biggest population of pet owners right now. And there may be a spot where as they can't buy houses, they may not get another pet, or they may have to give their pet away, other things like that. So this is something I think that we really, really want to watch to really see what it is. We still got the work from home trend that's going on. So, we've got some labor issues that we're dealing with. And like I said, it's really interesting about this housing report. The other thing that's interesting that this article brings up is that people are moving from different states. So there are states like the Northeast, California, people are really leaving, have left. And so those are areas that we kind of really want to watch and understand what is the population doing and potentially what is our patient population doing at that point. And then really looking to the future. If you look at where investment is occurring in our field, so it's really occurring biosafety, reproductive technologies, telehealth services, things like that. So that's probably the safe bets in our industry right now, which would also bring us into AI. The Economist was interesting. He didn't really know how to address AI in our field, and I think we're all trying to figure that out right now. Again, I like AI, and I think it can actually be an adjunct to what we do to make us more efficient, be able to see more patients, be able to do the quality of care that we want in a timely manner that also gets us home to see our families. So it'll be really interesting to see what goes on. But I found this article very interesting because, again, really kind of talking about what we're going to face into next year. A lot of people think, and it's been said, veterinary medicine is recession proof. I do not believe that. I think we are more recession proof than other industries, but not totally recession proof. And I think we're going to see a lot of headwinds in 2024. So get ready. Make sure you've got your efficiencies down. Make sure you've got your clients, your reminders, all the things that helped us in times of difficult economic times to have good practices. We need to get back to doing that. So I hope this helps. Great article. I would encourage you to read it. Thanks so much.